What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. In today's video we're going to talk about AMC, GME as well as the broader market, and after that we're going to check the options flow for all three of them. So today AMC was down for 6.94% for the day. It had a high of $19.01. The average volume on AMC is around 56.83 million, but today's volume was around 41.99 million. So as we know, the market started with the green day. We have got the CPI number and it's around 8.5%, which is definitely way too much high. Now when we come over to the GME was down for 1.40%. It had a high of $152.25. The average volume on GME is around 4.77 million, but today's volume was around 1.99 million. So the volume in GME has died quite a bit. It has almost gone down below the half volume that comes on a regular basis in GME. Still, the stock price didn't got decimated really badly. It is holding up the price between 140 to 150 range. Now let's come over to the SPY. Now the SPY was down for 0.37% for the day. It had a high of $445.75. As we know, as soon as the CPI number came out, there were a little bit of good sentiment towards the stock market. Everything started going up and the SPY went to almost $445. That was a pretty good indication for the day. As we started going on later on into the day, the market had a sell-off. Majority of the stock got beaten down. Only good quality companies like Tesla, they are able to make it a green day. The rest, majority of the stocks were in the downtrend. And still there is no good news coming out for the overall broader market. And as we know, the consumer price rose 8.5% in March, slightly hotter than expected, the highest rate since 1981. So you can imagine the prices of goods, foods, everything is going up, which is definitely costing a lot to the regular people. And now by looking at the consumer price index for the month of March, it seems to be like the things are really going to get out of control. Now where the market is going to go from here onwards, we have no idea regarding it. We might see some sort of a rally coming into the S&P 500 before we get some sort of a serious downtrend, or we might just keep going down from here onwards. There is no clear-cut indication coming regarding anything right now, but just in my personal opinion, I personally believe we are going to experience some sort of a rally. We might go to all-time high before we're going to have a big major crash coming into the stock market. Now let's see how this is going to play out, but it doesn't seem to be like it's coming in the favor of retail right now. Now these market makers are pumping and dumping the market just in order to trap the retail, and the kind of psychological mess up they are doing for especially people those who buys weekly options, they are the one those who are gonna get crushed. Like as soon as the CPI number was released this morning, the market started going up. I'm pretty sure a lot of investors would have bought some call options getting into the market open, and then we saw some sort of a downtrend coming in significantly in the overall broader market. Every stock was having some sort of a sell-off. Now let's come over to the options flow for the AMC. Now by looking at the options flow and what exactly the whales are doing, they are all on to the downside. Majority of the whales are buying put option. There was hardly any call option coming into AMC, and all these individuals are just betting that the AMC is going to go down from here onwards. There was nothing suspicious that was coming out of the options flow, but I can tell you that the whales, they were all onto the put side. There is not even a single call buying that's happening from the whale. All of them were buying put option. Now when I bring down the premium a little bit and see what exactly the retail is doing, there were a little bit of few call buying that was happening into AMC, but majority of them are still onto the downside. As you can see very clearly, they are buying some sort of leaps on AMC and they're betting that the AMC is going to go down from here onwards. So if you are a retail investor, those who are buying AMC as well as GME stock, now the best way to deal with this kind of a price action is just to buy the stock. Every time there is a major significant dip that comes in AMC or GME, you can buy these stocks rather than playing options. Options could be very risky, especially when you are playing back and forth. It could cost you a lot of money rather than just holding the stock. Now as we know that the AMC is a very genuine business, it's a genuine company. If the stock price keep going down a little bit more further, 10 to $8, you can buy the stock, because I'm pretty sure the stock is going to go back up eventually. As AMC is having a business, their numbers are pretty good, the earnings are very good. They are definitely in a dip right now, but I'm pretty sure they will be getting over with it very soon. Now let's come over to the options flow for the GME. When I increase the premium to max and see what exactly the whales are doing, you can see it very clearly. These people are betting a huge amount of money that the GME is going to go up from here onwards. There was no put buying happening from the whale side. It was all call side. The kind of conviction that's coming in GameStop is definitely 100% upside for the GME. There were these three trades that came in where these whales were betting a huge amount of money into betting that the GME is going to go up from here onwards. This was his $95 call option that's going to expire in 1 day, and he's buying 250 contracts and he's paying $1.22 million for it. That was a lot of money this individual is putting into it. This was his $90 call, which is going to expire in 1 day, and he's paying $1.7 million for it, and he's buying 200 contracts. That's a lot of contract this individual is buying. $80 call option that's going to expire in 1 day. It's a 50 contract and he's paying $318,000 for it. That's a lot of money that's being gambled into just 1 day expiration, and they are all betting that the GME is going to go up from here onwards. Now when I bring down the premium and see what exactly the mini whales are doing, the retail investors, majority of them are onto the downside. Majority of them are buying puts and they are all betting that this stock is going to go down from here onwards. As you can see, these $160 put, 185, they are all taking a 1 day time frame and they are all betting that the GM is going to go down from here onwards. But definitely I can guarantee you the whales were onto the upside for 1 day expiration into the stock, that they are betting that the stock is going to go up from here onwards. The rest, there was nothing majorly suspicious coming out of the options flow for the GME. Now let's come over to the options flow for the SPY. Now when I increase the premium to max and see what exactly the whales are doing, they're all on to the downside. For buying $430 put option that's going to expire in 37 days, he's buying 16,500 contracts. That's $11.9 million that he's betting that this SPY is going to keep going down from here onwards. This was $445 put option. This whale was buying, these going to expire in 93 days. He's buying 9,035 contract and he's paying 17.94 million for it. Now the main thing comes down to this is that I've seen a lot of bigger, heavier whale betting onto the SPY going down, but these were not extremely suspicious or huge whales which were indicating some sort of a downtrend. But I can guarantee you the majority of the investors are betting that the SPY is going to go down from here onwards. When I bring down the premium a little bit and see what exactly the mini whales are doing, majority of the mini whales are onto the downside. They are all betting that the SPY will keep going down from here onwards. There were hardly any call buying happening into the SPY. As you can see it for yourself, there was like 94.1% on the put side. So everybody is betting that the SPY is going to go down here onwards. We don't have any good news coming out for the broader market. The war is still going on. We still have COVID. We still have supply chain issues. The inflation is going high. Now, I personally believe this is just a ticking time bomb, and when it's going to explode, we never know. But there could be a significant downtrend coming into the market very soon. Hope so. You like my video. Please like and subscribe my channel. And I'm going to see you in the next one. Cheers.